Prices at the grocery store also significantly higher than this time last year, and a staple in Florida becoming more difficult to find. The Department of Agriculture just released a new forecast showing Florida is expected to produce 51% fewer oranges during the coming season than the previous year. It's another problem of supply and demand. News Channel 5's Kate Hussey is here to talk about the impact for your budget and also the growers who face a make or break season. And Kate, I understand this shortage is historic.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. According to the Department of Agriculture, this is the smallest amount of oranges the state has produced since 1937. The grower I talked with tonight says the lack of product means you'll pay a lot more for what's in stores, but says he and his workers are paying a far steeper price. As Kevin Holtzapfel unloads his groceries, you won't see him unloading any oranges, and there's a reason why.
Not only have I seen the price or the numbers of oranges go down, I've seen the price of oranges go up.
Those costs are weighing on his family budget and threatening a way of life for growers like Lewis Schott.
The cost of growing a tree is not going to go down.
Lewis owns Schott Groves in Vero Beach.
So this is our 72nd year.
He's the third generation of citrus growers in his family.
Yeah, this is my dad, Henry F.
But as he walks me through the rows of family trees.
When we try to feel important, we call ourselves growers. When we try to feel poor, we call ourselves farmers.
The days of feeling like a farmer are becoming more and more frequent.
Every year gets a little worse.
Lewis is facing a new growth of issues this year. For one, a bacterial disease called citrus greening that growers have fought for years. It's getting worse, and it's killing his crops.
Obviously, the industry is a fraction of what it used to be. Historically, we would produce about 40 million boxes of grapefruit, and this year it's less than 2 million boxes of grapefruit.
On top of that, inflation.
And the cost of fertilizer has gone up, and a lot of things have gone up this year.
Then two hurricanes came and wiped out his already thinning crops.
We lost about 25% here between Ian and Nicole.
Lewis now left with the fear of what's to come.
It's a situation that everybody in the industry thinks about.
A fear for his workers.
We employ about 12 people in season.
And a fear the seeds his family sowed years ago won't survive this time around.
You know, it's kind of a way of life, and you want to hold on to it. You know, you could sit around and pout about it, but it's like, you know, we're trying to be proactive, trying to keep growing.
Now, Lewis also says you will see prices in stores for all citrus fruits and juices likely continue to rise as there's not enough supply to meet demand. He also tells me he's now relying heavily on crop insurance as he's not expecting to make much of a profit this year at all.
I remember being a cub reporter in Fort Pierce on the Treasure Coast in 1980. Back then, citrus was just so integral to the way of life up there. And so now when you see what's happened 42 years later, the community, a lot of people are going to say, Kate, anything we can do to help? And it's frustrating.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a great question. That's something that Lewis did address. He said people can help primarily by buying local. He says every little bit spent on local growers like his own help those orchards stay afloat.
All right, tough road ahead, but we appreciate the profile.
Thank you. Yeah, it was a great story to do. And of course, he appreciates all the support.
Thanks, Kate.
Absolutely. We'll think about it next time we go to the grocery store, too. Think about our local farmers. Thank you, Kate.